Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in.
TV out, TV out, TV out. It's starting to take off.
On June 20th, 2024, I was notified of a stolen vehicle reported by Walmart in Pocahontas. Security footage identified the driver as Sarah E. Bates, born July 15th, 1988, who was allegedly under the influence of intoxicants. An off-duty Pocahontas police officer spotted the vehicle traveling south on US Highway 63 near Sedgwick, briefly pulling into the Sportsman Liquor Store in Greene County. The pursuit continued northbound at high speeds, reaching approximately 113 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. Due to the danger posed to other motorists, I performed a TVI forcing Bates's vehicle into a ditch along the east side of the roadway. She attempted to flee by accelerating out of the ditch, prompting me to block her vehicle with my push bumper. After repeated commands, Bates finally exited the vehicle.
TV out, we're in the ditch. Sarah, show me your hands. Sarah! Sarah Bates, I know who you are. Show me your hands. Jonesboro had one at gunpoint.
Bates was placed under arrest, read her Miranda rights, and transported to Lawrence County Jail for a DWI investigation. She displayed signs of impairment and was charged with driving on a suspended license, improper passing, running a red light, reckless driving, fleeing with substantial risk of death, and DWI drugs second. Pocahontas police also filed vehicle theft charges. No state property was damaged during the pursuit.
Get down on your knees. Face down.
On May 23, 2023, Florida Highway Patrol troopers attempted a traffic stop on a black Hyundai Genesis for speeding and following another vehicle too closely during rainy conditions. Rather than complying, the driver refused to stop and continued traveling southbound on Palafox Street in Pensacola, Florida, prompting immediate concern for public safety. troopers pursued the vehicle with caution, positioning themselves strategically to prevent it from crossing into oncoming lanes while working to safely bring the dangerous situation under control. Fairfax, Virginia. On May 1st, 2023, at approximately 11:38 a.m., a patrol officer was conducting a routine traffic stop on a gray 2012 BMW 750 Series along southbound Fairfax County Parkway near Braddock Road.
(911 Bravo), start me rescue, start me unit, accident, right here at County Parkway, south after Braddock. My cruiser was hit, driver was hit. I'm trying to check on injuries.
At that moment, a 17-year-old driving a black 2018 BMW M3 at a high rate of speed lost control, spun across the median, and slammed into both the stopped BMW and the officer's cruiser. The officer narrowly avoided being struck. The adult driver of the 750 Series was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and has since been released. The officer sustained minor injuries as well. The juvenile driver and 2 passengers in the M3 also suffered minor injuries. The 17-year-old has been charged with reckless driving. September 18th, 2025, 6:12 p.m., a reckless driver call on I-40 quickly escalated. An officer located the vehicle speeding eastbound near mile marker 232.
39, on ramp. Coming to 239, on ramp. Come on, man. Trooper Sean Mel, Arkansas State Police. Stop me because I have reports of you all over the road. Also, when I tried to pull you over, you got back in that left lane, got back in the right lane. What's going on today?
The car briefly stopped at the 239 on-ramp, but the driver, Chad Carline, was visibly distraught and ignored commands. As the officer moved in, Carline suddenly put the vehicle in drive and fled, triggering a pursuit.
1037. 1037. I'm 1037.
Minutes later, the chase unraveled near mile marker 241. The vehicle crashed into a ditch but fought back onto the roadway. A TVI was attempted, damaging the patrol unit, but both vehicles continued. The pursuit pushed south onto Highway 1 toward Forest City, where local police took the lead.
We're down in the ditch. In the ditch, 623. He's attempting to get back onto... Attempting to get back on the road. Back on the roadway. Dillard and Highland has a pistol to his head.
At 6:26 p.m., everything shifted. The suspect bailed out on Dillard Avenue, armed. Officers closed in as Carline raised a firearm to his own head. Within seconds, a shot rang out. He collapsed at the scene. EMS responded immediately, but Carline was pronounced dead at 6:51 p.m.
Oh my God.
The scene was secured and turned over to investigators, ending a volatile pursuit that escalated from reckless driving to a tragic self-inflicted conclusion.
Someone got a rag or something? Yeah.
At 7:40 p.m. on February 18th, 2026, officers initiated a high-speed pursuit of a fleeing vehicle. After several miles, a tactical maneuver briefly destabilized the car, and it appeared the chase was over until the driver suddenly accelerated again in a desperate bid to escape.
Can I get the description one more time?
That's worth a brown Chevy Malibu.
This isn't the Chevy Malibu. It's a Hyundai Passenger. It's an SUV.
Denver, we're trying to get public service to verify that information.
I'm from very into the TVI.
Denver, copy your phone.
TBI just before University. Shut the interstate down.
10-4, copy TBI just for the university.
We're taking back off on the service road.
Amid the chaos, one suspect jumped from the still-moving vehicle and rolled across the pavement. The damaged car continued onto the highway, its undercarriage scraping the road and throwing sparks as the driver ignored every police command.
Do you have a description of the subject?
He rolled. It was a white male. Stand by the trap to this parking lot at Riggs.
66, 10-4.
Just drove to the gate at Riggs. Rammed another gate at Riggs.
10-4, copy. You rammed another gate at Riggs.
Rammed another gate at Riggs. We're in the Riggs parking lot. Stand by.
10-4 in the Riggs parking lot.
Rammed another gate at Riggs.
Copy now. 10-4.
We're coming up on University. We're still on the service road.
10-4 coming up on University.
1041 at University.
The pursuit ended when the suspect ran a red light and crashed into a lawful motorist. Officers quickly secured the scene and made the arrest. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported, and the driver now faces serious legal consequences.
Copy 1041 at University.
Show me your hands!
Put your fucking hands up! I will kill you! Put your hands out the window! I will fucking kill you!
Dog bitch!
Crawl out the window! Crawl out the window! Crawl out the window! I said crawl!
Get out! You're gonna get dog bit!
Get him out!
Hands on your back! The car! Cover the car!
The video captures a tense and dangerous pursuit between Arkansas State Police and a silver Toyota 4Runner that quickly escalated from a routine traffic stop.
Well, John 64, we're in there.
When officers attempted to pull the Toyota over on the highway, the driver refused to comply, speeding away and weaving through traffic at extreme speeds, endangering everyone on the road.
Back in the vineyard.
After exiting into Van Buren, the suspect continued through residential and commercial areas, breaking multiple traffic laws. Police used a petit maneuver to stop the vehicle, arresting 25-year-old Jonathan Morgan, who later admitted fleeing out of fear.
On your fucking face! On your fucking face! Put your hands behind your back!
The chase began on Interstate 10 in Escambia County, Florida, after the Alabama Highway Patrol alerted Florida authorities about a speeding car crossing state borders. The driver likely thought changing states would shake law enforcement, but they were wrong. As the pursuit escalated, officers skillfully executed a flawless petit maneuver, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. A perfect petit is like landing a strike in bowling, except this time, it's the suspect's pride that hits the pavement. Fortunately, no one was injured during the chase, and the driver was swiftly taken into custody. Now facing charges for fleeing and eluding in both Alabama and Florida, along with multiple traffic violations, this incident serves as a clear warning. Mixing reckless behavior with overconfidence and adrenaline rarely ends well. June 6, 2024, Crittenden County, Arkansas. Near midnight on Interstate 40, a traffic officer spotted a beige Cadillac SUV speeding at 86 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. Initially, the driver pulled over in Mound City, calmly stating he was rushing home because his mother was looking after his son. A few seconds later, he suddenly sped off.
The reason why I pulled you over, clock you doing 86 and a 65.
Yeah, I was kind of rushing.
Chase ensued in the darkness along Mound City Road. The suspect switched off his headlights, swerved violently, and threw a black bag out of the passenger side window as officers closed in. The first TVI intervention momentarily brought the SUV out of the pursuit, but a second attempt failed to stop it. Then came a third. The Cadillac spun violently clockwise, veered off the road, and plunged into a ditch, finally ending the chase.
There's a train headed that way.
With your left hand, slowly open the door.
Yeah, train headed that way.
Officers pulled over and arrested the driver, later identified as Nicholas Papatristo. Inside the SUV and the abandoned bag, police recovered marijuana, oxycodone, promethazine, cash, an electronic scale, and more than 140 Xanax pills, turning a late-night speeding stop into a chaotic chase and a major drug bust.
Thank you.
Step back to the sound of my voice.
Okay. County's in there out.
Jonesboro, Arkansas, February 9th, 2024. Rush hour traffic was chaotic as a white Chevrolet Malibu sped away from Arkansas State Police, triggering a high-speed chase exceeding 130 miles per hour. The driver weaved recklessly through traffic, ran red lights, crossed grassy areas, and sped through construction sites as officers pursued on highways and residential streets. A Assistant Officer Victor Garcia performed numerous pit maneuvers throughout the chase, ramming the Malibu multiple times as the suspect repeatedly regained control and continued to flee. The suspect then jumped out of the vehicle and ran through nearby backyards, throwing a black bag over a fence while officers chased after him. Following a brief chase, police apprehended the suspect before searching a discarded bag believed to contain contraband or illegal weapons. Both vehicles sustained significant damage, but notably, no civilians were injured in the pursuit.
In this backyard somewhere.
Time 4.
Available Sergeant 4.
On May 8, 2025, Chicago police attempted to arrest 50-year-old Joseph Navarro, who was wanted for aggravated battery and reportedly armed with a handgun. Instead of surrendering, Navarro fled in a vehicle, leading officers on a pursuit into Hammond, Indiana.
433, you just entered Indiana.
33, are you still pursuing the vehicle?
Time 4.
Available Sergeant 4. 433.
433, he just wrecked on Dearborn. Let me see your fucking head!
The chase ended when Navarro crashed his vehicle at the intersection of Dearborn and Gosselin Streets. As officers approached, Navarro opened fire on them, prompting the officers to return fire. During the exchange, Navarro was struck multiple times and collapsed near his wrecked car.
433 say he wrecked on Dearborn. He was last seen going down Point.
Officers immediately secured the scene and recovered a firearm next to Navarro. He was transported to St. Catherine Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Both officers involved were taken to the hospital for evaluation and were reported to be in good condition. No other injuries were reported, and the incident remains under investigation by authorities from both Illinois and Indiana.
Red light. Hold on.
On May 31st, 2025, in Austin, Texas, body-worn camera footage captured officers attempting to stop a reported stolen vehicle. The driver, 18-year-old Devin Guevara, refused to comply and sped away, running red lights and crashing into another car before coming to a halt.
Green light. Restart service short southbound in Georgia. 35 miles an hour. It's slowing down significantly.
That's certified.
All right, hey, be careful. 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050. Sorry, EMS. Sorry, EMS. Sorry, EMS.
As officers approached, Guevara suddenly pulled a gun, forcing them to open fire to protect themselves. Wounded, he surrendered at the scene and was taken into custody.
Westbound, we have shots fired. All officers are okay. We have shots fired, shots taken.
All the way out! Keep moving, keep moving! Keep climbing out! Keep climbing out!
After receiving medical treatment, he was booked into the Travis County Jail, where he now faces multiple felony charges related to the chase, collision, and armed confrontation.
790, have the EMS stage at the South Scott from Hardwood 83 for now.
On March 16, 2025, a traffic officer attempted to stop a black Ford Mustang for reckless driving on Highway 826. Instead of pulling over, the driver fled, leading officers on a dangerous pursuit. The Mustang weaved through traffic at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour and even used the emergency median to pass vehicles, putting countless motorists at risk. As the Mustang exited the highway, the driver ran a red light and crashed into a vehicle lawfully crossing the intersection. The innocent driver's vehicle spun wildly, while the Mustang flipped upside down and slid to a stop. Do you think he would have made the same choice if the vehicle he struck had been carrying his own family? The driver continued resisting arrest after the crash and was eventually subdued with a taser. He also allegedly attempted to bribe an officer, adding even more charges to the case. February 26, 2023, on Interstate 95 near Lantana Road, Florida Highway Patrol Officer Jennifer Villerin spotted a gray Infiniti G37 speeding recklessly through heavy traffic. The driver swerved aggressively between lanes, cutting off other vehicles and completely disregarding the safety of others.
131.
Sergeant Villerin pursued the Infiniti at 131 miles per hour, but the vehicle continued to speed. As soon as she activated her hazard lights and siren, the Infiniti accelerated even more and sped north through the traffic. Sergeant Dalen Rodriguez quickly moved ahead to intercept as the pursuit sped toward the southbound Route 6 exit. The officers attempted to stop the Infiniti, but the driver suddenly braked sharply, narrowly avoiding a collision with the patrol car before swerving violently into another lane. The Infiniti spun clockwise, nearly crashing into a concrete barrier, then somehow regained its balance and continued speeding through traffic before officers finally lost sight of it. Instead of giving up, officers went straight to the registered owner's home in Boynton Beach. Minutes later, driver Raynal Grayon returned home, surrendered his rights, and confessed to the entire chase. He was subsequently detained at the Palm Beach County Jail on multiple criminal charges related to the pursuit. On July 5th, 2021, around 2:49 p.m., a trooper responded to a report from Savannah Police about a stolen silver Dodge Ram fleeing west on Little Neck Road. After confirming the vehicle was stolen, the trooper joined the pursuit as the suspect drove recklessly, passing in opposing lanes and forcing other vehicles off the road.
Try to fit. 16-8. We occupied 2 times.
With emergency lights and siren activated, the chase continued onto Interstate 16 eastbound near mile marker 153. The driver weaved across lanes, drove down the center of the roadway, and ignored multiple attempts to stop.
Tried to pit a second time, I said.
After two failed attempts, a third PIT maneuver near mile marker 154.5 successfully caused the truck to lose control, strike a guardrail, and roll over. The driver exited and surrendered, while two female passengers were safely removed during a felony stop. The driver, identified as Quadramel T. Williams, showed signs of impairment and refused a blood test. Shortly after, the vehicle caught fire, and all occupants were moved to safety and medically evaluated.
Get out! Get out with their hands up! Get out with their hands up! Come out this side! Get out the car!
Williams was transported for medical clearance and then to Chatham County Jail, while the passengers were taken to the hospital. The vehicle was confirmed stolen and towed from the scene. Thornton, Colorado, in the early morning hours of July 16, 2025, a stolen Ram pickup sparked a pursuit after Thornton police requested assistance from the Colorado State Patrol. As the chase continued along I-25, troopers closed the distance and deployed a Grappler police bumper, a specialized device designed to safely capture a fleeing vehicle. Once attached, the pickup lost control and slammed repeatedly against both sides of the highway barrier. In the darkness, showers of bright orange sparks erupted from the truck, lighting up the roadway as metal scraped violently against concrete. Despite the dramatic crash, the suspect climbed over the freeway wall and attempted to escape on foot. The effort was short-lived, as troopers quickly caught up and took him into custody. While no pursuit tactic is without risk, the Grappler once again proved to be an effective tool for ending a dangerous chase before innocent motorists could be put in greater danger. On March 7, 2024, Georgia State Patrol troopers assisted Atlanta police in locating a stolen white Ford Fusion spotted near Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Officers attempted a traffic stop for a window tint violation, but the driver fled.
All units hold 10-3, 10-33, unit 795, 1080, 20 eastbound. Okay, white Ford Fusion, 1095, which is day 20.
Right on the Virgin, right on the Virgin.
Clear right on Merton.
Coming up to 20.
The suspect sped through residential streets, ignored traffic controls, and entered I-20 eastbound. Troopers used coordinated petit maneuvers to disable the vehicle against a guardrail.
Clear eastbound, 20. Clear on pit.
Another pit.
Clear eastbound, 20. Clear on pit.
driver, identified as Juwan Jackson, ran but was captured with K9 and taser assistance. He was arrested on multiple felony charges and had active warrants. On March 27, 2022, at approximately 1:04 a.m., MCO3 Swain observed a 2015 gray BMW 640i speeding westbound on Interstate 20 near Bill Kennedy Way. Initially, the vehicle was recorded at 108 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour speed limit zone, then accelerated to 132 miles per hour as the officer pursued it in the multi-vehicle lane. After activating its hazard lights, the driver, identified as Deontay Doherty, refused to stop and initiated a pursuit. Doherty drove recklessly, exceeding 140 miles per hour, making abrupt and erratic lane changes, and failing to maintain his lane while traveling on I-20 and onto I-75/85 northbound, demonstrating a clear disregard for public safety. He exited the freeway at Route 17, turned onto Spring Road, and continued fleeing, ignoring traffic signals.
17th Street for the center northbound.
Right down Rattle Spring to Rattle Spring.
Clear left, clear right. Clear left, clear right. I can see clear left. I can see clear right.
There's southbound Spring coming.
There's southbound on Spring.
Alright, if you look down in the intersection, stand by.
Minutes later, Sergeant Tarpley performed a pit maneuver, causing the BMW to crash into several other vehicles before coming to a stop. Doherty was apprehended without further incident, examined by paramedics at the scene, and transported to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. He was charged with fleeing or attempting to flee, reckless driving, and speeding.
Hey, okay? You okay? Check on him, they're okay.
Doherty was apprehended without further incident, examined by paramedics at the scene, and transported to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. He was charged with fleeing or attempting to flee, reckless driving, and speeding. On the afternoon of May 8, 2025, Columbus police engaged in a dramatic chase of a gunman driving a modified SUV. The incident began with a report of a violent armed attack in the area.
Ram 71, 9052 is number one again. He's losing control at Oak Hall.
The suspect drove recklessly through narrow alleyways and school grounds in an attempt to escape. He aggressively collided with patrol cars, creating a chaotic scene straight out of an action movie. After a decisive crash that overturned the vehicle, police successfully apprehended the suspect. Despite being arrested, the perpetrator remained aggressive, continuously challenging law enforcement.
He's on the passenger side.
Driver's side. He said he's stuck in the driver's side. Break that one. Stick your hands out.
We need fire in the stand.
Stick your hands out from under the airbag. Airbag. Huh? I got you. I got you. You got eyes on?
Yep, I got eyes on. I got hands. I got hands. Do not fucking move. Go. Do not fucking move. Do not move. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Get him out. Roll him over. Hang on.
Roll over. Get on your stomach.
Whoa.
On October 19th, 2024, Trooper Tanner Seal was running radar on US Highway 78 in Dell when a motorcycle sped past at 80 miles per hour in a 60 zone. When he attempted a stop, the rider immediately fled, accelerating to over 130 miles per hour. The pursuit stretched westbound through Roseland toward Manila, with the rider later identified as Michael Eves, weaving aggressively between lanes, using the shoulder to avoid traffic, and maintaining speeds well above 100 miles per hour. A Manila police unit joined in, but Eves nearly struck the patrol car before speeding. As the chase entered a 40-mile-per-hour curve in Manila, Eves brake-checked repeatedly, escalating the danger. With speeds finally dropping near 35 miles per hour, Trooper Seal executed a controlled vehicle intervention, successfully ending the pursuit.
Get down. Get down. Now. Get down. Put your hands behind your back right fucking now. Straighten your legs out.
Wait a minute. First of all,
Give me your arm. First of all, nothing.
see,
Eves was taken into custody without injury, refused medical treatment, and was transported without incident. He now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, reckless driving, and several traffic violations.
don't move. I don't have nothing on me, but
Why the hell are you running then?
I mean, I wouldn't like.
Okay. All right, cool.
No, dude. Okay, cool, man.
Did I tell you to sit up?